All right, y'all. So we got some news about Kawhi Leonard, bro. I've been hearing some stuff talking about if the trade is like 100% or if it's like not going through, or you know what I'm saying. I've been hearing some stuff, but you know what I'm saying. We're gonna start right here, and then we're gonna work our way up. So we starting off with this free agent Larry Nance Jr., who has agreed to a 1-year, $4 million deal with the Pacers. Pacers officials worked through the agreement over the past few days for the team's new backup big man in Larry Nance. Uh, the Nuggets are waiving veteran center Valanciunas. He is expected to receive interest from multiple NBA teams. Free agent center, I got Oz calling. Mo Bamba has agreed to a 2-year deal to return to the Utah Jazz. The Jazz struck a deal with Mark, whoever this is, on Wednesday to bring back the 7-footer who spent part of last season in Utah. Free agent Jordan Clarkson has agreed to a 1-year, $3.9 million deal to return to the Knicks. All right, this right here, developing. See, it says developing. The Los Angeles Clippers Toronto Raptors trade centered on Kawhi Leonard will not be complete until the NBA investigation into the Clippers is over. Statement from the Clippers to ESPN. What is this? I'm not reading all that, but we're gonna head over to the man Chris Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Because he also uploaded a video talking about the Kawhi Leonard situation. Um, Raptors, the NBA league office informed us that as a result of the ongoing investigation involving the Clippers, we would assume the risk of any potential outcome of the investigation impacting Kawhi. In light of this, we will wait until the league's investigation is complete. The Raptors remain eager to bring Kawhi back to Toronto and look forward to swift resolution for our players, our organization, and our fans. We're going to watch this quick video real quick right here.
We're going to go to Shams Charania here in Vegas. Shams.
Hannah, sources tell me that the Clippers-Raptors are centered around Kawhi Leonard will not be complete until the Clippers are done with their investigation with the NBA into the aspiration situation regarding allegations of funneling money to Kawhi Leonard through endorsement deals. And so earlier this week, the Raptors and Clippers were set to have a trade call to finalize the deal that sent Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, and draft assets. But the league, I'm told, ended up delaying that call and now has decided that the teams will not be moving forward unless the Raptors assume the risk of potential outcomes that come from that investigation. We still don't have a timeline for that investigation. Adam Silver said about a month ago that it could be coming to be wrapped up soon. It still has not been. And so over the last several weeks, the Clippers have engaged with multiple teams around Kawhi Leonard trade talks. None of those teams operated with any restriction that they would be dealing with any fallout after a deal being completed for Kawhi Leonard. But now that the Raptors and Clippers were set to finalize this deal, do the trade call with the NBA has essentially paused that conversation until the end of their investigation. The Raptors decide today that they will not be assuming the risk of any discipline or any other fallout that could happen with Kawhi Leonard after the league investigation is over. So the Raptors and the Clippers are on hold, as well as Kawhi Leonard, Brandon Ingram, and Grady Dick right now.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it. So it looks like everything is on hold until this investigation is over. Latest on the LeBron James free agency for NBA today, including voice note pitches from some interested teams. Let's watch this. All right, we're gonna run this back.
What's the latest in this process?
Hannah, all of the information so far is funneled through agent Rich Paul with LeBron James. And so they've been in a process of gathering information. And one interesting wrinkle that has occurred.
All right, y'all see it right here. LeBron remains free agent after telling Lakers he will he will play for another team. Cavs, Heat, and 76ers appear to be top 3 teams for LeBron.
In the
All
last
right.
several days is some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, a Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia. Some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision. He has not been
What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments.
in
y'all
a
think?
rush. There's been no timetable that he's been operating under. I'm told there's been a lot of family time, friends time, golf, of course, over the last couple of weeks. The last 2 he's spent in the Akron, Ohio area, including with one of his close friends that he grew up with in Brandon Weems, who's now one of the leading executives of the Cleveland Cavaliers under President Kobe Altman. So the process continues, and it's unclear whether Cleveland or Miami have been among the teams that have sent a voice note to LeBron via Rich Paul. Again, they kind of don't need to. They already had him in their buildings in the recent past.
All right. Y'all let me know what team y'all think LeBron is going to. As we scroll up, we got some Warriors news right here. The Golden State Warriors and center Charles Bassey have agreed on a 1-year deal, bringing the big man back to the Bay Area for his 6th NBA season. Bassey returns to Golden State in wake of Quentin Post joining the on an offer sheet. NBA spokesperson, we don't have a specific timeline for the conclusion of the investigation, but expect the firm to finalize its work in the coming weeks. All right, y'all.
What's the latest in this process?
All right, we heard you already.
We're gonna
We're gonna head over to the man Chris Smooth, hear what he has to say, and I'll see y'all in a few seconds. All right, y'all. Kawhi Leonard trade to Raptors paused. Let's go.
There's some major trade drama. The Kawhi Leonard trade to the Raptors has been paused.
Yep.
The NBA informed the Raptors that if they completed this trade, they would have to assume all responsibility for whatever punishments come down after the investigation is over. And the Raptors, rather than accept that fate, they're going to put this trade on pause. So Kawhi Leonard, he is no longer on the Raptors currently. They say that they still want to make the trade happen when the investigation is over. So I guess we'll see what happens. But this is very interesting because this investigation, a lot of people were wondering how come it hasn't been completed yet. The whole season went by. The Clippers, they nearly made the playoffs. They got to the play-in tournament game. They flipped their season around. But nothing happened, nothing changed, no punishment came down, and we don't know what that punishment is going to be. If the verdict is guilty, we don't know if that means that the contract is going to be voided, or the organization is going to lose future draft picks, or if they're going to have to pay some major fines. Nobody knows what is actually going to happen if they conclude that they were paying him under the table. And the Raptors, they don't want to trade away assets and then he is guilty, and then they have to face all of the punishment when it was the Clippers organization. They're the ones that should have to face whatever is about to come, if something comes. So this is absolutely crazy. There haven't been that many times where a trade was announced and then it doesn't go through, but this one potentially could be one that gets added to the list, that rare list. This is absolutely crazy. So get in the comments section, Raptors fans and Clippers fans, what are you thinking? And what do you think the result is going to be when the investigation is finally over? Will it be guilty or not guilty? And what are some of the punishments that you think are going to be laid out? Give that guy a...
Hey, man, y'all heard it. What y'all think, man? We'll find out everything once this investigation is over. And just stay tuned, but that's the end of this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next one.